time in 27 years, the New York Knicks are going to the NBA Finals. The dream season continues.
Oh, it is certainly a dream, but it's now a reality. Matty B, T-Scales holding you down. The issuing of belts and brooms by the Knicks continues back in the finals for the first time since, well, we'll get to that. All that to say, they had the app formerly known as Twitter going nuts.
A buzz, and they are partying like it's 1999. Cue the Prince. New York back in the finals for the first time since 1999. Have I mentioned that?
Yeah.
And the city that never sleeps definitely not getting any Z's tonight.
Absolutely not, because it's orange and blue skies beyond midnight. After Game 4 against the Cavs, Jalen Brunson and crew ready to bust out the brooms out there in Cleveland, but Donovan Mitchell would at least give it the old college try. This time, scoring inside over OG Anunoby. He had a game-high 31, and that's the last you're going to see of him in this highlight, at least in the positive light. James Harden missed 3. Winds up in the hands of Jalen Brunson all by his lonesome, throws it up for the lay-in and good. Knicks up by 4 at that point. Next Cavs possession, a Dean Wade missed 3 leads to another outlet. Josh Hart leading it out to Anunoby. Oh, through all kinds of contact, throws it down. Knicks in the first quarter had 13 fast break points, their most in any quarter this postseason. Under 2 minutes left in the first. Brunson, pull-up game proper from 27. Had a 12-point lead. Did New York after 1, and in the second it was more of the same. Landry Shamet this time off the sidestepping pump fake. A 16-0 run at that point. Less than a minute later, Jose Alvarado out the gate. 18-0 run. It's sounding like MSG in there low-key. You can hear the crowd pops. Mitchell turns it over. Towns with the putback dunk off the Alvarado missed 3, a 20-point unanswered run for New York. Knicks would lead by 19 at the break. By the time we get to the third quarter, it's about that time to go ahead and pack your bags for Cancun, folks. Once he hits something like that, just pack it in. Towns with 19 and 14. Later in the third, Brunson lobbing it to Anunoby. We are clowning at this point. There was a watch party at Radio City Music Hall. 6,000 Knicks fans in that thing, and all of them losing their minds. Under 7 minutes left in the third. Anunoby cleaning it up with the dunk. I just, as New York fans are watching this, I'm sure they're so measured in their expectations going forward. Everything's just going to be very understanding. If it doesn't necessarily end up in a championship, I'm sure there will be no massive reactions. Anunoby with the slam there. Towns a fan. Brunson, your Eastern Conference Finals MVP. The Knicks get to their 9th NBA Finals in franchise history.
The belief that the organization has in me has been amazing, and it's something I don't take for granted, and it's something that not a lot of people get the opportunity to do so. So I'm very thankful, and it's an honor to be here in this city and for this organization and this with my teammates. And yeah, obviously these guys have my back, and they've always had it, and wouldn't trade that for the world.
Growing up in the area, I feel like the word hope has been gone from the New York Knicks name for a long time, and for me and OG to be part of this team that revives the word hope in the city. It's something special. It's something really, really special, and it's an honor. And it's one of those things, you know, when I was growing up watching the Knicks, it was just hoping one day you could just put the jersey on. I never knew I'd be in this position at this mic talking about us going to the finals and the city believing in us. And that speaks a lot to the camaraderie of this team, the character of this team, the willingness, the sacrifice everyone's been willing to put forward for the betterment of the team. And like you said, there's nowhere better in the world when the Garden has hope.
And the Knicks are the 4th team to enter the NBA Finals on an 11-game win streak or better. The 89 and 01 Lakers each won 11 straight, and the 2017 Warriors won 12 straight. All 3 of those teams went on to the finals, and 2 of them won it all. But on the losing end of this equation, Donovan Mitchell, who's still searching for his first finals appearance.
I mean, y'all asked me 1,000 times if we retired. I can't tell you yes. But, I mean, we did this to ourselves. And that's not an excuse. They're a hungry team. They beat us, swept us. So I don't want to diminish that. But we didn't give ourselves a chance because we didn't handle business. And I told them guys in the locker room, I said, now we know. Like, for a lot of us who've never been here, you can't play with your food. And we had an opportunity in game one, and then we blew that. So the 2 series before, having to go 7, and it's our fault. Like, we did that to ourselves.
You know, it's just an unfortunate situation. You know what I mean? Like, any team coming off a tough two series against 2 defensive monsters, it would have been challenging. And I don't necessarily, like, maybe the first 3 quarters we play well. I don't even know if the first half in the first game 1. I think maybe that 3rd quarter we played well, where we actually made shots. And then other than that, I don't necessarily can't remember a quarter where we actually made shots, like as a group.
Let's welcome in Stephen A. Smith for more on this one. Stephen A., we've heard this a time or two in this conversation, but for the first time since 1999, we can say the Knicks are going to the NBA Finals. What is it about this team, your New York Knicks, specifically that got them back there?
Well, first of all, the thing about this team is that they got someplace the team hasn't got to in the last 27 years. 27 years is a long time. 27 years is a long damn time, okay? It's been long, and it's been a lot of suffering in the process, but it all ended tonight, baby. I mean, when you saw the way that the New York Knicks played, this is when I knew it. First of all, I knew coming into the game it was done. It was done because we saw Cleveland give up in Game 3. But then in Game 4, when Donovan Mitchell comes out and he's hitting Jays all over the place, but nobody else joins him, you saw the Knicks just stayed the course. You saw everybody hitting shots. And they are led by a superstar that's 6'1" and unathletic in terms of playing above the rim. But nobody seems to be able to stop him. And that is Jalen Brunson, who is on the verge of potentially going down as the all-time greatest Knick in history if he ends up pulling off a championship victory. It's something special to behold right now. I can't even contain my excitement. I'm not going to lie.
Listen, I'm going to take you from the elation of the Knicks tape, though, and shift it over to the losers of this equation, the Cavs. Streets were saying that this was a 1-2-3 Cancun Classic. Charles Barkley spoke to that with the inside crew at halftime. I want you to take a listen, Stephen A.
Kids at home, if you want to see what the word quit means,
oh, come on, Chuck.
to give up, the verb of that is cavaliers.
Oh, come on.
Players ain't going to say they're going to quit, but you know what shows? Their actions.
And look, that is in summation what you were alluding to in Game 3. After that, when you said that they needed to add LeBron in order to even try to keep up in this league at this point, is that even enough for Cleveland at this point?
Well, what you would like to believe if somebody is, a 4-time champion with the leadership qualities that LeBron James has put on display throughout his illustrious career and what the city of Cleveland means to him, you wouldn't see a lackadaisical effort at the tail end of Game 3 the way that you did. And so that's what you're looking at more importantly than anything else. But trust me, there was an ass kicking in the process. It wasn't just about giving up. They were demoralized because they got stomped. And as a result, they caved in that regard. But when Charles Barkley said what he said, he was absolutely 1,000% correct because he backed it up with evidence that we all saw. How many times did we see the Knicks beating the Cleveland Cavaliers down the court? How in the hell do you give up 26 fast break points in the first half of a closeout game on your home court? Think about that for a second. 26 points and fast break points in the first half. You're not getting back on defense. You're not making that concerted extra effort to really, really show the level of urgency that comes with that moment. And that's where the word quit comes from. Maybe not Donovan Mitchell, but damn sure everybody else looked that way. And now to me, when you're going to ask this question about the Cleveland Cavaliers, I got a better question for you. Which one was worse? The dereliction of duty, the subpar or atrocious effort, whichever word works for you, in this game, or the Atlanta Hawks who were down by 47 in the first half to the New York Knicks? I mean, pick one. There's a bunch of quitting, and we got to look at the common denominator. You got 2 teams that essentially quit. Maybe, just maybe, it's the Knicks making them quit, considering Mr. Analytics and Mr. Atkinson, Coach Atkinson, talking about, well, actually, when you look at the analytics, we actually won 2 of the 3 games. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that you simply can't stomach. That has something to do with why you got blown out, why you got your ass kicked. And that's what we're talking about here.
Yeah, look, I will absolutely concede that they beat the 1-2 out of them. But Stephen A. You ain't had to bring up old stuff. I'm a Hawks fan. That was completely uncalled for.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Trent's Hawks catching strays over here.
Let me guess. You haven't even been back to Atlanta since then, have you?
I mean,
that's how bad it was.
I know
the stench was that damn bad that they contaminated the ATL that night. That's how bad it was. That's how bad the Hawks were. Cleveland wasn't quite that bad tonight, but they were bad. Damn. And it has something to do with the New York Knicks because they're going to the finals. They're going to the finals. And oh, by the way, they might win that bad boy. I can't rule it out. It is orange and blue skies out there for Stephen A. Very clearly. We appreciate you joining us here on SportsCenter.
Nothing but joy for our